No, don't beg me. Let's just, you know what? Let's just settle this once and for all. What's up, my people? It's your girl, Adela. Sorry that today we are coming to you from the kitchen. We couldn't make it to the studio. Koido is so worried, by the way, that we are coming to you from the kitchen. And I said to him, I don't think you guys care whether we are coming from the kitchen or the other room. So long as the show keeps going. By the way, let me know whether you guys care that we are coming from the kitchen or not. Because if you guys don't care, it's very, very convenient for me. I can just sit down in my kitchen. Oh, by the way, some of you that are yet to subscribe, let me see your faces. Ah, there you are. Those of you that are yet to subscribe, it's okay. God knows you are there. You are enjoying this program, but you refuse to subscribe. It's okay. Exactly what are you waiting for? All right. Let me beg you. Press the subscribe button. You know what we've been arguing about is the fact that Buhari's government is upset that governors in the southwest are trying to protect themselves and their people. I'm like, why would Buhari be upset? For those who have not heard and those who are not Nigerians, 6 states in the southwest of Nigeria have launched their own security network called Amotekun due to the failure of the federal government to ensure the safety, the security of its people. So we are dealing with armed herdsmen, as you guys know. We're also dealing with kidnappers. We're dealing with armed robberies. We're still dealing with Boko Haram as well, that Buhari said he has defeated over and over again. And no offense to the Nigerian police, in case you guys are watching, you know you are my personal people, okay? But they are rated the worst in the world. Not the worst in West Africa, not the worst in Africa, but the worst in the world. And it's not their fault, you know. They don't have the right weapons. Robbers have better weapons than our police force in Nigeria. I mean, look at what happened in Offa. The lives of our policemen and women were wasted. It looks to me like our police force needs help. So which is what Amotekun was created to do. Amen, somebody, to complement and help the worst rated police in the world. That is what they said. So Oga Buhari and the Attorney General, that is about me, Malami, you know, in case you guys are watching, let me look here. Boni and Leoje. I know that thinking can be a lot of work sometimes. And of course, you guys are very busy, so we can't expect you to be thinking straight all the time. But don't you guys have people that think for you? Like people that you pay to think on your behalf before you say something? I don't think that they are doing a good job. Those people, it's not you, of course, you can never be wrong, but those people that you are paying, they're not doing a good job. But once again, it is your thinkers that are wrong. Otherwise, they would have reminded you that 23 states already have their own security networks in Nigeria, most especially in northern part of Nigeria, where both of you are from. So you don't have any problems with the Hisba police in Nasarawa, in Kano, in Katsina, in different parts of Nigeria. You don't have any problem with the Yansakai vigilantes in Zamfara, and the Kaduna State Vigilante Service, and the Yambanga in Sokoto, the Taraba Marshals in Taraba State, the River State Government's Neighborhood Safety Corps, the Ebonyi State Neighborhood Watch Group. You don't have any problem with the Benue State Livestock Guards, and we can go on and on about all this. There's a long list. But you have a problem with Amotekun. I don't get it. In case you're watching, you know, I'm not insulting you, as you know, but your government has failed woefully, and now people are trying to help themselves. You are upset. How can you be upset? Instead of you to support them so that people will think that maybe this is your idea. Your eyes are not pushing you. Don't you even know that this is for you to wake up and realize that you have failed? In 2016, I made a video about why Nigeria must be restructured, including the need for state police. I'll put the link in the description below for those who are yet to watch that video. I think that is what is starting to play out since the federal government has refused to effect state policing. But you know, to be honest with you, I don't even think that the argument right now should be about whether we need Amotekun or not, or whether the Hisba police are religious or not. You know, I think the focus right now should be on how Amotekun officers and officers of other security networks would not abuse their power. You know, from my experience growing up in Nigeria, once people are given small power like this, just small power like this, they want to show it. They want you to know they have this power. They tend to abuse it. I'm not abusing you, but you know, one of our problems is who is policing the police in Nigeria. So who will also police the Amotekun should be well defined. Now back to Oga Buhari. You know, do well, please move closer, Mr. President. The other day, your daughter, your youngest daughter, Hanan, took a presidential jet to go and take pictures in Bauchi. Yes, she's a photographer, so she had to take presidential jet to go and take personal photo. Ah, Papa. You see, this is where I lose. This is where I lose my mind. Oga Buhari. This is very, very disappointing, considering all that you were saying before you became president. Who knew that something like this would happen under your roof? And then your government had the audacity to come out and tell us that she has the right. She has the right to use her private jet. Did we vote for her? Is she a public official? Ha! Father. Because of what? You see why I'm always saying that? Call me on speed dial, Mr. President. Advice is free. My advice is free. Is it that she cannot ride the regular planes like the rest of us? Wow. Now, wow. And speaking of people with no shame, and you guys said that the former Attorney General Mohamed Adoke, that is my father, the man who returned to Nigeria from a 4-year self-exile, and now he's been investigated because of the $1.1 billion Malabu oil scam. Do you know that he said that they should release him from detention because he has ulcer, glaucoma, as well as hypertension? Now, the fact that this man developed all three at the same time, ulcer, glaucoma, and hypertension, all of a sudden, just when he's facing charges, the fact that he developed that is not what surprised me. I mean, that has become a trend among our politicians. Some of them show up in wheelchairs when they go to court. The surprising thing is how Nigerians are reacting. You know, it's like they don't even care. I've been looking at Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. For example, Mayor Small God says it will heal in prison. Uncle Mayor, in case you're a very wicked somebody. And then somebody else by the name Nature Wayless, Prince Olawale, says, now that also will kill you. Nigerians, you cannot be doing me like this. And then somebody else, Tyre O2, says, why do all embezzlers have similar diseases? My people, if you like say, Amumu don't do. Hey, Oga, in case you're watching, Mr. Adoke, have some faith in Nigerians. Nigerians will pray for your ulcer and you shall be well. Amen, somebody. Please, face your charges. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to the Gambia, my Gambia. Do you guys know that some Gambians want the former president, that is Alhaji Dr. Yahya Jammeh Babili Mansa, to come back and be president of the Gambia? How is this possible? How is it possible that he still has thousands of supporters that will literally march in a protest calling for his return?
They want him back. Yahya Jammeh may be loathed by many Gambians for his repressive 22-year-long rule in which human rights organizations believe thousands were tortured and killed, but this crowd loves him.
Wait, what? Like, can you imagine? This is unbelievable. Even though this group does not represent the whole of the Gambia, they don't. The population of the supporters is actually very small compared to those that do not support him. So they don't represent the whole of the Gambia. Nevertheless, I'm still shocked to see that this many people are still his supporters. Also, I've been told that these people are mostly from his tribe.
They're members of Jammeh's political party, the Alliance for Patriotic Reorientation and Construction, also known as the APRC.
He can come as a private citizen and he stands for election and he wins. He can come the president. God knows. And we want him, in fact, to be a president of this country.
So, but that's still a shock to me that some people still want him to come back and be president. Like, honestly, President Adama Barrow, I don't know whether you ever see my show, but Esa, in case you're watching, what exactly are you doing? If this many people will still say that they want Jammeh back, despite all the killings in his time, despite the lack of freedom of expression during his time, the lack of the freedom to protest, I mean, the man ruled the Gambia for 22 years, enriching himself and his family, and some people still prefer him to you, Oga Esa. You are not doing well. Please, if nobody is telling you the truth, I must to tell you the truth. Esa, you are not doing well. You are messing up big time. And Yahya Jammeh is also excited about going back. You know, keep in mind, by the way, people who are not his supporters, they also want him to come back. But it's because they want him to face justice for the atrocities that he committed.
Also, I've just been thinking a lot about the fact that a lot of times when leaders that are not doing well are kicked out of office in Africa, the people who replace them, sometimes they are equally as useless, if not more useless than the person that was kicked out. It's so annoying.
So my people of the Gambia, please let's hear from you about this. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. Moving on to Liberia, you know, I was so shocked to see a video of policemen spraying protesters with water and tear gas. That video was taken on January 6th of this year. What is going on? A similar thing happened last year as well, I think in the summertime when protesters were attacked by the police. Why is it that the former footballer turned president, George Weah, is also acting like the usual power-drunk presidents in Africa? We saw that he would be different. I mean, he celebrated 2 years in office recently, but a lot of Liberians are not happy at all with his leadership, with his performance. This is so disappointing.
In office for just 2 years, Liberians are growing increasingly impatient with President George Weah. A struggling economy, rising food prices, and corruption accusations have stirred anger and discontent against Weah, who campaigned on a promise of delivering pro-poor policies.
The man is using public funds for his own projects. The economy is so bad that people struggle to get banknotes from ATMs. Civil servants regularly go unpaid, and inflation keeps soaring to around 30%. Yet he's attacking protesters. You know, I know that he launched road building projects, and he also abolished undergraduate tuition fees. But the economy is so bad, yet he's building personal houses for himself. The reason people are disappointed, by the way, is because many people idolize him because he grew up in the slums of Monrovia to become an international football star, and now to occupy the nation's highest office, becoming a president. So people saw him as one of them because he came from a poor background, not knowing that this is how he would turn out. To see him enriching himself now that he has the chance to make a difference in people's lives is so disappointing. You know, I've been thinking a lot about this, and I really would like for you guys to comment on that. Is it younger people that we need in power in Africa, or people with vision? Because we thought, oh, this is a younger person. He's not that young, he's 51, but we thought he's a younger person, he would do well, but now he's not doing well. So let me know what you guys think about what's happening in Liberia. You guys not do not much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So the former first daughter of Angola that I talked about in my last episode, the woman, the richest woman in Africa, who is being investigated for the source of her money, wants to run for president. Hey! Please, auntie, in case you're watching, please move closer. I thought that she's being investigated for the source of her wealth. Auntie, didn't they just freeze your assets? Her father was president for 38 years. 38 years. And you know, they put her in charge of the oil sector. And now you want to be president? Why is it that some people have no shame? That is what I don't understand. What else do you want, auntie? Kill it, you have no shame, but you know, I don't even know what to say about this. You guys not know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So moving on to Kenya, my people. Viewers' discretion advised before I play this next video. But if you are still watching, this is the moment when a lawmaker shot a DJ inside a club on Friday night. Damn, did he just like, can you play that in slow motion? Fanda. Ladies and gentlemen, meet 30-year-old lawmaker Paul Ongili, popularly known as Babu Owino. It's like he doesn't even care. A lot of Kenyans actually like him, being that he grew up in a slum, but he's very smart, also very street smart. And he was the head of the student body at Nairobi University, and then he went to law school after his first degree, and now he's a lawmaker.
I was brought up from a very humble background from Nyalenda slums. My dad passed away when I was in class 3. I think Nyalenda is the biggest slum in Africa after Soweto.
But to see him shoot an unarmed DJ in a club, wait, what? This same lawmaker was arrested for assaulting a parking attendant last year, January. How can somebody who has a degree in law, someone who is a lawmaker, have no regard whatsoever for the law? Did you hear what his lawyer said?
It's Babu himself who actually took even the victim to hospital. By himself. He carried him, took him to hospital, and paid for his treatment, and he's still paying.
Can you imagine? Like, seriously, some lawyers have no fear of God. So as long as you take somebody to the hospital, it's okay to shoot them. And you know, the thing that baffles me when I see stories like this is whenever I see someone who grew up in a slum, someone who came from a humble background, I always expect so much more of them when they are in position to touch lives. When they are in government and they are able to change lives, I always expect so much of them. So personally, I always feel disappointed when I see somebody who grew up from a humble background turn out like this. This is not right. Mr. Lawmaker, in case you're watching, I don't know, you acted like you are above the law. And I heard that he has a lot of supporters. Even now, with all these things that he's doing, like seriously, it's not right. What if someone should do that to him? And as for his lawyer, mister, you have no fear of God. I know money is important, but sometimes there are some jobs that even lawyers should reject. I'm really glad that the man did not die, the DJ. He's still in the hospital. He had to go to a surgery. He's doing much better. We hope that he fully recovers. But that was a really close range. And then his lawyer said that it was self-defense. And I'm like, the guy had bodyguards around him. The DJ was not armed. He didn't have any bodyguard. Like, how can that be self-defense? Anyway, I'd like to hear from my Kenyan people about this case, because it's just, I don't even know what to say about it. Anyway, you guys know I don't know much. Guess what? I'm just keeping it real. So before I leave, if you're living in the UK, in the US, Ireland, Spain, and Italy, and you're yet to download SendWave, I don't know what you're doing. Like, for real, are you still sending your money through? Let me not even mention any company. The easiest way for you to send money to Nigeria, Ghana, Tanzania, Kenya, Uganda is through SendWave. Just download it. It's an app that you can download on your cell phone, and then you send money as if you're sending a text message to somebody, and they get it instantly. So download SendWave if you're yet to. You get to send this money for free, and if you use the promo code Adiola, they will add $5 to whatever you're sending to your loved ones the very first time that you sign up. All right, y'all, it's been real, and I'm keeping it right up in here. Don't forget to follow me on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, and if you're yet to subscribe, please make sure that you do that. Until next time, I'm gonna see you all later. Peace out.